Alright, so this is basically a review reaction on episode 5 of Them, an Amazon original. And as usual, if you're familiar with the reviews I do, I more or less do lessons, you know what I mean? So, alright, boom. So, long story short, with this situation here, I'm trying to make this as short as possible. But yeah, so basically, what happened is, without giving away too much of what happened in the actual episode, because I recommend that you go watch the series, on it is what it is. But yeah, like I remember I was wondering, oh, what happened to, do you know what I mean? I was like, what happened to their son? Do you know what I mean? Like something happened to their son, innit? Like, because if you, there was like a build up, like, and it's like, it was strange to me. I'm thinking, what is going on? And then and I'm like, all right, I know eventually they're gonna mention it in one of these episodes. So they did. So they're basically a horrific, traumatic scene that happened to Henry's wife. Henry's played by Ashley Thomas. I'm about to call him Bashi, but that's his. Again, I know him as Bashi because of music and stuff like that. But because he used to do music, which is the irony of it. I'm gonna mention it in a minute. Um, and basically, what had happened was because of the area they were in as well, um, you know what I mean? They decided, or Henry decided, that's when Henry decided, all right, we've got to move out, you know what I mean? And so yeah, they eventually moved, but they moved to a new area, innit? Excuse me, no edits. But yeah, so they moved to a new area, which to me made me think, okay, if they moved to that particular area, in fact, if they were in the area, yeah, of the location of where that tragic happened, more than tragic incident happened, yeah, to his wife, yeah. Now it's the man that has the responsibility. It's the husband that has the responsibility. The man is the lead. He makes the decisions. Do you see what I mean? Like, and it's interesting because even in another scene, not to give too much away of what happened in the actual episode, and another scene. Oh no, wait. Was it the same couple? But a younger version? Yeah, I think it was, you know. I can't remember too tough now. But anyway, um basically they were signing the basically they were at the estate agent or whatever the case is, and long story short, the woman, basically the wife pointed out something, or was it someone, it was either the wife or the husband, whatever. It's the obviously black family and black couple. And no, it was a different couple because they had boys instead. Yeah. Anyway, or did they? I can't remember. Like I literally can't remember now. But anyway, let me get to the point of that situation. That scene, although relevant, is kind of irrelevant. We want to get to the point. All right. So with that particular situation, right? They put us. I think it's something about Negro blood or no Negro blood. Oh, there was something on the contract that was just fucking foul. It was wrong. Yeah, it was wrong. It was unethical. And even in another scene, all right, this is mad because there's so many things that's been going on in it. So it's my thing where I'm thinking I need to focus on what to really talk about. So let me just break it down this way. This is why I should have took notes. Yeah, next time I promise you I will take notes. So it's easier for me to be in flow. All right, rather than be all over the place with sporadic and shit. I try to let me not use profanity. Anyway, so yeah, back to the point I'm trying to make with this particular situation. Now, they knew, basically, the real estate agent knew that there's not many, or if all at all, a lot of black families in that neighborhood is predominantly like white. Do you see what I mean? So, not to say that's a bad thing, yeah? Because, get me, it is what it is. Humans are humans, yeah? But the reality is, because of the era it was set in, you know what I mean? There's going to be a higher level of racism and discrimination and all that stuff there, and which is what the contract or the house or whatever thing was discrimination. And yeah, so I was like, right, okay. Like now I understand what happened to their son, which was obviously tragic, like super tragic. But it's like if you knew, like I'm not being funny here, the same way that some racist white people are scared of like every single black people, yeah, they like if that happened to their son because of, you know what I mean? It's like, are you not gonna be in a situation be like, I'm not going to raise my children in this particular neighborhood, yeah, because I don't know what they're gonna do to my other children. You know what I mean? I already lost one. Well, let me be careful the words I'm speaking here because I know the power of words in it. Um so it's like yeah, so so they already lost one child. Do you see what I mean? So it would make sense for them to say, okay, they've already lost one child. They've got two more children left. Yeah. Obviously, the other one was younger, like the youngest. Yeah, because he more or less he was a baby basically, and then the other two, they're more one's like a she's more or less I think she's like 7, 8, I don't know, but and then the other one she's more or less in a teens or pre-teens or whatever. So oh definitely teens actually definitely teens. Anyway, so it's like yeah they are in a position where anything could happen, but you want to keep them safe. That's the mentality you're supposed to have as a parent, like especially as a father. Protection mode. Like I would, it, most fathers would be overprotective, right? And make sure in that situation, go to a neighborhood where it's predominantly people that look like you, yeah, especially if you're around other family members. It makes a lot of sense, especially if the father has to go to work and all that stuff there, because the incident happened when the father was not there. Do you see what I'm saying? Because that incident like would not happen if the father was there. Do you see what I mean? But or if just another guy and you know what I mean? Like I don't know how to explain it. It's like they preyed situation because there's not like I said, I don't want to give too much away of the scene in it or the episode, but it's the fact of when she said when that other woman, you know what I mean, like when she said we know, she said we because she mentioned because basically the wife I forgot her name in the thing now, but like she mentioned that her husband ain't ain't home, like you see what I'm saying, and she's like, oh, we know. It wasn't like, oh, I know. It was, we know. So from that moment there, you know, something spooky is gonna happen. You can feel it, and even the song she was singing, it's just mad. But yeah. So that kind of brings me to my next point. Of the so the basically, like I said, Bashi is an artist. He still is an artist because you know he's gonna release something now and again. Um, like basically in the song Black Boys, um, he mentions um, there's strength in numbers. When you're black and single, you're feeble. Stick together, my young black people. Now I'm gonna say old people as well because we all need to stick together. Um, so, you know, I think that really is the theme of this episode and the lesson of this particular episode is when you're black, oh sorry, my bad, there's strength in numbers. When you're black and single, you're feeble. Stick together, my young black people. Do you see what I mean? So, you know what I mean? And I genuinely feel that's how it goes. That's why they're shook of us when we're together like that. You know what I mean? Like it scares them. And it only scares them because, well, it scares more or less racist. But I thought it fell off. Anyway, it's racists are more or less scared because, you know what I mean? They fear that, you know, what they did to our people, we're gonna do to them. You know what I mean? It's guilty conscious type of thing, isn't it? But I personally know the real situation in terms of who are the real, colonizers and oppressors and stuff like that. Anyway, I won't talk about it on this particular video, but anyway. And then there was another lesson as well. Although that's the main lesson, there was another lesson. It slipped my mind. I forgot what it was. No, yeah. In terms of home ownership, even till this day, unfortunately, there is racial discrimination in terms of the way that these lenders lend money to, you know what I mean, and the interest rates and stuff like that. It's like there's illegal practices that go on, but because they're the ones pulling the strings, yeah, that's what's gonna happen. That's, you know what I mean. So I genuinely think, again, stick together. Get me? That's how it's all about self-sufficiency. Yeah, move away from Western society. We can still live on the land if you want to live on the land, but we have to properly be true self-sufficient. Yeah, but I could talk about that in a different video. But if you want to help in regards to that situation there to be self-sufficient, you have to get your mind right first. So if you click the link in the description box below, you get access to online courses such as career and business, such as roles and relationships, such as parenting, such as healthcare. You get, did I mention career and business? You get access to these particular courses that's going to help you get your mind right. Also African and Caribbean history, which is also very, very much key. And then we're able to, yourself as well, like, is able to put ourselves in a situation where we are going to be properly self-sufficient, united as one. Get me? No more flipping dealing with racism. It don't make sense at any age. Like, it don't make sense to consistently go through it. Yeah, on any level, it don't make sense. Yeah, the best way to beat that is to literally have our own stuff. Yeah. Anyway. If you've got anything else you want to do a review on or react to next or whatever the case is, leave that in the comment section below. Hit the subscribe button, hit the notification, because you never know the video you suggest might be next. But make sure you do go watch this episode of Them, get me, episode 5. If you haven't even watched episode 1, then start by watching episode 1 and catch up. Let's go.